Welcome to Theragape. Feeling stuck in the divorce process or about the divorce overall? In this community, Manzi shares personal tips from personal experiences to help you thrive and live life to the fullest.
Hello, welcome to Theragape, or welcome back. This is Manzi, and I'm glad you're here. In this community, we talk about the issues of life in a therapeutic setting with the agape love of God. And for some time now, I have been talking about divorce, and I will continue to do so. Today, I just have come by to encourage you as you are gearing up for maybe the lawyers, maybe it's time to review some things. Maybe you're in the middle of giving up assets or liabilities. It can be a very draining process. So I'm just here to cheer you on and to really drill in the truth, the fact that you really want to pick consistency over convenience. And what do I mean by that? Consistency in taking care of your mental health, your physical health. Because when you are rightly positioned mentally, spiritually, it is easier to tackle all the requirements of the divorce process. So sometimes those forms are extremely long. Sometimes the wording just throws you off. And so I know that I'm sharing this from my personal experience, that taking care of my spiritual health first and foremost, and just making sure I was in a good mental space was good for me. So that may have been listening to something funny, listening to something uplifting. There are a couple of times in my worship, after reading the word, I would do a couple of word search puzzles. That helped me. So of course, you will find what works for you. I'm just really sharing what worked for me. I would love to hear what you have been doing since you heard the dreaded words, I want a divorce. How have you been attending to your mental health? How have you been attending to your physical health? Have you gotten any support from your social network? Do you even have any friends that you can call? Don't worry if you don't. Just hop online and put in divorce care near me, or it might be an online support group. You just see what's going on in your community. One of the things I also continued to do was that I would look for community events. Of course, that benefited me. So could be something related to mental health or some teachings, just something that was uplifting. I was able to meet new people and get out of the house. So just make sure you're taking care of those things. Okay. And then for physical health, like I said, you can go on a walk, you can go bike riding, you can go hiking depending on where you are. I know in Arizona, if you're going for a hike, you better go first thing in the morning because it sure is. I am just here to cheer you on. If you have been crying, that's not a bad thing. Crying does not mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that you have relapsed on your healing process. It just means that you are human and we do hurt. John 11:35 says Jesus wept. So we can weep. We just don't want to stay in that place of weeping. And as you are going through, just make sure that you are also growing through. We don't want to waste the pain. Pain can be a really good indicator. Sometimes it takes the pain to remind us that we loved hard and so we hurt hard. But yeah, so you just take good care of yourself. I am wishing you well. And just know that you are not alone in this process. It takes gut, it takes tenacity, it takes a willingness to embrace the situation, but you can do it. All right. So take care of your mental health. Take care of your spiritual health. Know that you are not alone. Embrace the tears. Grow through what you are going through. That those are not my original words. I read that somewhere. And when you are a little tired mentally, physically, take a break. It's okay to take a break. Just make sure that you are doing things that are uplifting you. Stay away from social media if it's going to tempt you to want to post some things or read some things that will really increase your heartbreak. You want to be doing things, again, that create new memories for you, that are positive, that are refreshing, that are rejuvenating, and that enforce that you are valuable, that you are worthy, that you do bring a lot to the table in this world, and that your worth has not diminished. All right. So you take good care. Keep watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and please like the videos. Bye for now.